aka Jenkins. And this evening we are playing Avatar Legends, the Chronicles of Zaitao, which is a little place that I created for my players here. And we're going to go around the virtual table and introduce all of our players. I'm going to start with Brian. Brian, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, a little about the character you're going to be playing tonight?
My character's name is Flint. He's about 6 foot tall, short black hair, 160 pounds, slim. His hometown is Omashu. He's a military soldier who finished a 4-year service, and now he wants and needs to rejoin the world in some sort of way. So he decided to leave Omashu and go to Republic City to start a new life.
Okay. And from Republic City, you eventually made your way down to Zaitao, right?
Yep. And this group is gonna help me rejoin the world.
Okay. Awesome. All right, continuing on, we have Damon. Damon, wants to tell us a little about yourself and a little about the character you've been playing.
All right. Yeah, my name's Damon. I go by GM Dad 88 on most platforms. I'll be playing Old Hanzu. The playbook I've chosen for my character is the Broken. So in his past, he had some sort of struggle or calamity that eventually will play into some role play. But my playbook has me set to where I am looking out for another character in the group so that they don't follow in the same footsteps as my character. And for that, I've chosen Amanda's character, who is a spunky little character, and I figured that would be a fun play-in because my character is an airbender, and in his youth he was a spunky little dude. Similar, so I figured that would be a good fit for that and provide some pretty fun roleplay.
All right. All right, continuing on, we actually have Amanda. Amanda, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself, a little about the character you've been playing tonight.
Hello, I'm Amanda, and I'm playing a waterbender named Tanga. She comes from a little village down in the south water area. She wanted to leave that area to try to expand her new horizons and learn how to cope with different kinds of people and learn to work as a team. And she felt going to these areas and working with the group would help her learn those companionship skills she needs to learn, in a manner of speaking.
Okay. Very cool. So, unfortunately, on the group I created for Dimmy playing, I don't have access to your characters, which is something that is to be desired. I'm going to ask each one of you to go ahead and just send me over a link to your character sheet if you don't mind, just so I have something that I can go by. I was really hoping I'd be able to pull it up through here, but it doesn't look like that's possible.
Yeah, I thought I got you that last session there, Patrick. Is Old Hanzu Volume 2 or Version 2?
Okay, yeah, because I know you guys are going to have some updates from the last week as you guys did, do your thing, your balance. But I'd like to go ahead and do a little recap while we're doing that about what happened the last time we played. Now, I know, Brian, you weren't there for that. Okay. But Cody, he's not going to be joining us this evening. And Andrew's going to be jumping on in probably a little bit. Probably it looks like about 30 minutes or so. But those of you that were here, Damon and Amanda, I was hoping one of you could kind of help me out with that a little bit. Do you remember what happened the last time we played?
Yes, I remember. We started off training with some of our comrades in our group, and after training, we decided to go out and kind of celebrate. Some of us went to the ice cream parlor. 3 of us went to like a little bar area to chill and smoke and drink and just kind of relax. And then shortly after, we see some mysterious vigilante dude running around the corner. We didn't know what was going on. We go to follow him. He ends up disappearing in a big cloud of smoke.
Pardon me, pause one moment, Amanda. It seems like
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of feedback from Brian over there. Oh, he's muted himself. Never mind. Continue.
Oh, sorry. Around the time that he disappeared, we heard a big explosion, and these big construction working machines got into blew up and were engulfed in flames. And we all ran over to try and take out the flames, and we were able to take the flames away, or put the flames out.
Nice.
As a rough sum up.
Very nice. Yes, you did. Put out the flames after having a training session and so forth.
I remember
Listen
one more
to a
thing.
little bit of a monologue from someone calling themselves the Shadow Syndicate of some kind. Made an explosion over there, and you guys would help to put that out. That's awesome.
We also found fragments of a smoke bomb that we're going to try to figure out who made that, to try to figure out who the guy was. I forgot that very important detail.
Good call. Good call. Okay. So, with no further ado, let me go ahead and get you all started. Okay, so you guys all find your way, of course, back to the. Thank you, Damon. I see that. Awesome. Have made your way back to the arena in one way or another after you guys' ordeal or whatever. The evening, of course, ended, and you guys went home to your beds, waking up for the morning to greet the day once again. Okay, and knowing that today is your first day of actually participating in the air or the bending. Sorry, I lose my train of thought thinking about multiple things at one time. Your pro bending debut is this evening. Okay, so of course you guys make your way to the locker room to go and get into your routine and practice and so forth, and there you find well, I guess I should just read. Okay. A TV mounted on the wall flickers to life as assistant coach Jai turns it on, signaling everyone to pay attention. Calls you guys all over. The news broadcast begins with a sweeping view of Zaitao's skyline, transitioning to footage of the recent events at the construction site. The news anchor says, "Good evening, Zaitao. Tonight, we bring you a special report on the recent disturbance at the new development site near downtown, where last night peaceful silence was shattered by an act that has sparked a fiery debate across the city. Here's what we know. They cut to footage showing emergency services at the scene, with a distant sounds of sirens and flashing lights. At approximately 9 p.m., an explosion disrupted what was meant to be a routine construction schedule, causing minor injuries and significant property damage. Quick action by local benders, including our city's newest pro-bending team, prevented what could have been a major catastrophe. Footage cuts to show you, pro-bending team, in action, using your bending skills to extinguish fires and aid emergency workers. Their hearts have not gone unnoticed. Their heroics, have not gone unnoticed. They should find my glasses. Give me one moment. I'm gonna go get my glasses. I should
That might be
read.
a smart thing
my,
to do.
my reading glasses should be on when I'm.
You're all good. My dad's gonna say the same thing all the time. I'm used to this by now.
I hate wearing glasses. I hate it so much. Give me just a.
Hello.
Hello.
Apologies for the tardiness. I was speeding home, but still doing the speed limit.
Well, you haven't missed too much except for a recap.
Oh, you already know I got that dick.
Yeah, they started we're at the arena area meeting up, and our
better.
assistant coach just turned on the news for us to see the whole action from the construction site being blown up and us taking out the fire.
Greetings, Gracie. Glad to
Greetings.
have you with us.
Yes.
Their heroics have not gone unnoticed. But this incident raises questions about the growing tensions over the city, rapid expansion, and the mysterious figure opposing it. This so-called vigilante of some syndicate, whose motivations remain as shadowy as the alleys from which they came, has claimed responsibility, declaring their actions a protest against what they see as the commercialization of Zaitao's soul. The screen splits to show reactions from various citizens, some supportive in the vigilante's cause, others fear of the chaos it brings. Public opinion is divided. On one hand, there are those who applaud the vigilante for standing up for what they described as corporate overreach, while on the other hand, city officials and many residents condemn the disruption and danger these actions represent. Amidst this controversy, the role of benders as both protectors and participants in these conflicts has never been more scrutinized. The camera returns to the news anchor. As Zaitao continues to navigate these turbulent waters, one thing remains clear. The actions of our city's benders in times of crisis continues to shape the future of our community. How they handle the mantle of heroism in the days to come could redefine the spirit of Zaitao itself. Coach Jai turning off the TV. All right, everyone, let's discuss this. This seems to be not just about bending in the arena anymore. You're part of something bigger now. How do you feel about that?
Well, there was a disaster. I felt like we needed to help. Just kind of, I didn't want to leave it be. If we had the ability to help, then we should use our abilities for good. I'm happy that we were able to accomplish something good after a disaster.
I just can't believe I'm on TV.
Speaking of which, we went around did some character introductions before you got on, Gracie. So why don't you go ahead and do that now? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, a little about the character you're going to be playing tonight?
Okay. So I'm playing a firebender. Her name is Mao, which means defender in Chinese. And she is 19. And she chose to do the Guardian. The Guardian. So Scrappy Doo's her his character's her warden. So those two are best friends. And she's just kinda living.
Right on. Put that up there. Thank you for that, Gracie.
Okay.
All right. So does anyone else have any feedback? Or is that pretty much it? All right. In that case,
Quick question. It is a D6, right? Like for the rolls.
yes, it's a D6.
Okay.
It'd be 2D6, in fact.
Okay. Thanks for the reminder.
As the screen goes dark, the room fills with heavy silence, broken only by the sound of your own breathing and distant cheers from the arena outside. The weight of the public's expectations and the sudden thrust into the spotlight seem to hang in the air.
I forgot about high expectations now.
Okay. So some of you may feel a sudden surge of excitement about recognition of your team. But you're more concerned about, but some of you may be more concerned about the implications of this vigilante. Okay. And the spotlight it throws on all benders in Zaitao. Does anyone have anything to contribute to that?
I kind of got mixed feelings. Like, it's nice to have recognition for doing something good, but it does make me paranoid because now everybody sees that we did that. So now that I think about it, we might end up being a target for any others. Probably because the guy before he disappeared, he probably got a decent look at us, and now he probably has the vantage point of being able to see us on the news. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably going to have to watch our backs real close from now on.
Okay. So you're going to exercise a little bit of caution. All right. That's cool. I like that. All right. So continuing on. So each week for your guys' focus, for your guys' avatar deals, or your preparation, you guys have your coaches, which will give you different bonuses, right? Benefits. One, the benefit of the of Coach Sula, sorry, your primary head coach is counterattack strategies. Okay, making it harder to score against, and receive bonuses to defensive recovery. Okay, and then for your other building morale and inner strength, teams have improved morale, reduce the impact of psychological tactics by opponents, and enhancing stamina. What is your benefit you guys want to go for?
I'm going for the defense. What do you guys think?
Yeah, defense sounds okay. This is our first match.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
All right. So with that, you guys are put through different drills. Okay. And once again, I'm going to put you guys against each other. Okay. In this case, what I'm going to have you guys do is pair you guys off however you guys like, however you guys choose. But there's 4 of you, so pick a partner.
What do you say, Alonzo?
Yeah. Yeah. Stand up and shake my cane at you and be like, I guess.
And Gracie, can you go ahead and send me over your character sheet as it exists today? All right, so I got Flint and Tinga, right?
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
old Hanzo. And what's your character's name again, Gracie?
Mao, MAO.
All right, so what we're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna essentially say that one of you is going to launch an attack at the other. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna have the other do, okay, is you guys are gonna roll to try to counterattack this. Okay. And by doing so, one of you is gonna roll, okay, and then I'm gonna give you a bonus, okay, to succeed against it as a counterattack. Okay, this is gonna be a +3 bonus to your roll. Okay,
Oh boy.
this will be for your counter. Okay, so if someone attacks you, you're gonna get a +3 bonus to try to counterattack. Okay, so
And,
yes.
how do you want my character sheet?
If
Do
you
you
would
want it
send
as a
it through,
link or PDF?
I'd appreciate if you send it as a link through Plane so I can access it there. If you would just drop it in the chat where everyone else did, that'd be awesome. The chat here on Discord.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
Thank you very much. All right, so how we're gonna do the thank you. Got it. Pardon me. All right, so up first, Bao and Hanzo. So one of you, doesn't matter to me which one, okay, is going to be the attacker, and then the other one's going to be the defender, and then we're going to switch roles. Okay.
No, I can defend.
Okay, you're going to defend first. So Hanzo, go ahead and make an attack. Okay, make an attack roll against her. Okay, using your focus.
uh, 11.
11. Very good. So then Mao, let me get you to make a counterattack using your focus. Well, you're going to get a +3 for this, and you already have a +2 for focus. This gives you a +5.
15.
15. So you successfully are able to, let's say, Hanzo, you're doing the air bending, right?
Yeah.
So normally you like to attack with your staff. So you strike at her, okay, with your staff, launching an attack, leaping through the air, using the air to send you across the battlefield, which you attack her with a flying whatever overhand like hammer hit. And what do you do in response, Mal? How does this play out for you? How are you using your bending?
I guess I'll just kind of like move out of the way, kind of like dodge a hit.
Dodge and hit using your fire bending? Is that correct? Or you just gonna strike at him with a kick, or just tell me what you're doing.
But he's coming from the air, right?
Yeah, he's just as an airbender, you know, he uses a staff. He's got a little glider thing in it. So I wanted to like utilize that. So he pops out his little glider and uses the air to get above you, and then drops down on top of you to try to hit you with his cane.
I'm going to kind of like catch his cane to kind of like stop him from hitting me.
Okay. So as he comes down, you actually just catch his cane. Okay. And then what? Counterattack.
I'm kind of gonna swing to try to get him like to let go of the cane,
So let's
kind
say
of disarming him.
catch it and then do like a judo hip throw, turning and throwing him overhead to where he lands on his back. Okay. All right. Now then, on the other side of it, Flit and Tika. Who wants to be the attacker? Who wants to be the defender?
I'd like to be the defender.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll hit your ass.
Let's see
All right.
what you got.
So you're going to make a attack using your focus, Amanda or Tinga. And then Flint, you're going to use your focus. You're going to get a +3 bonus for this. Okay. And you're going to roll against.
And just to confirm, you did say it was 2d6, right?
It is 2d6.
My bad. I rolled a 9.
Okay. How about you, Brian?
I got a 9 as well.
With your plus,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So in this case, you guys end up in a what are you doing bending wise there, or are you bending your Tinga? Are you using your water bending? Of course.
Yes.
So you hurl water at him, and then he
Right.
builds a wall out of earth to defend against it. Your water goes crashing against it, nullifying both attacks. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and flip around now. We're going to flip rolls. Okay. So this time, Mao, you're going to attack at Alfonso. Alfonso, you're going to get a +3 to defend. Now, typically, what'll end up happening in combat, I won't make any rules. I'll just say they attack. Okay, you're going to get your attempt to defend. Okay, I'm just letting you guys practice at telling me what you roll and how you're utilizing it. That's a big part of combat. Okay, so Tinga, I'm sorry,
Yes.
Mao. I apologize, Mao, with your fire bending. Okay, or whatever means you want. How are you striking at Alfonso? Old Hanzo. Just a firebolt,
So, just to make sure, so when I do firebending, I will take a fatigue, right?
For this, we're not worried about that because you're doing practice. Okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
in general, yes. Okay. As you're using your bending, you do wear yourself down. Yes.
I'm kind of gonna rush towards them and kind of firebend some fire pinwheel at them.
Okay. All right. So a burst of fire hurled at you, Alonzo. Roll me your focus with a +3.
For me or him?
For old Hanzo, you can go ahead and roll as well. You get a +2 for the roll. Okay, old Hanzo's got to get a +3. I'm more concerned with his roll than I am yours. It's more or less just for you getting practice at, okay, where is this on my character sheet? How do I go ahead and do these things? Okay, so why don't you go ahead and roll me with focus and attack there, both of you. Okay.
I get an 8.
I roll a 6.
Now, if you, old Hanzo, have a category in which you'd be better suited for that, by all means. Okay. So you got a 6 total. Okay. So let's say, old Hanzo, you still managed to get out of the way just at the last second as the strike comes through. Okay. But you're not exactly what we call the ace of the hole. Okay. But you do manage to keep yourself from getting in. Okay. However, when you do so, you end up tripping over your staff and end up falling on the ground. Meanwhile, Gracie, you rolled low as well, right?
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay, so you rolled just high enough to be successful, but not like overly successful. So you managed to get the fire going and so forth, but it still misses. Okay. So Alonzo, both of you are successful, but Coach Jai comes over and helps you up to your feet while Hanzo says, getting some of that rust off those joints is going to be beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Sorry, Alonzo.
Okay. I'm just go grab my staff.
Okay. So that brings us to Flint and Tinga. Okay. Last time we had Tinga attacking at Flint. This time we're going to have Flint attacking at Tinga. So, Flint, go ahead and roll me an attack. Now, if you choose, now I told you roll with focus, but you don't have to roll with focus. Now, you could roll with creativity using some new way or whatever. Or if you're like, you can roll with passion, you can roll with creativity. Okay. I shouldn't say just roll with focus, but normally it's, what are you doing? And then I'll tell you what to roll because of that. But for, go ahead and make me an attack and tell me what you're doing.
Okay, I got 13, including my bonus.
Nice. Okay. And how are you using your earth bending or how are you attacking?
I'm gonna overpower her. So since I already have a wall up from our last go round,
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of throw that towards her, pushing it towards the ground.
Okay. So this
Towards her.
wall of stone starts charging forth at you. Tinga, what are you doing?
I'm. Is it possible to use the water as kind of like a jet to get myself out of the way of the rock?
Sure. Roll with
Okay.
creativity. Why not? And you get a
Creativity?
+3.
Okay. I got a 13.
Very good. So you managed to, even though the rock is coming through, storming through, you use the water as like a water jet to propel you out of the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Jai, you guys continue back and forth for, let's say, about an hour or so. Continue to attack and counterattack and defending each other and so forth. Before he tells you to go ahead and take a break and refresh yourselves for the game this evening. Okay. Which actually be coming up in the next little bit. We should be having Andrew on in just a few minutes. I'd like to kind of wait until he's present at the moment. So that gives me just a little bit to go ahead and get myself a little cigarette in real quick before.
That sounds like a lovely idea, Patrick. You're so smart.
All right, so let's go and take a 5-minute break real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Andrew's on at that time, and then we'll go ahead and get into our pro bending actual tournament I have prepared for you guys. Okay.
BRB.
Hey, crazy does.
Yeah.
Could you remind me of your character?
What now?
Could you remind me of your character?
Flint. And he's an earthbender.
What's his name?
Flint. Like the stone.
Sorry, one more time.
Flint. Flint.
Oh, Flint.
Yeah. Like the rock.
Got it.
Like the rock.
Sorry, I thought you were saying blunt, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't know that was a rock.
No.
Got it. My bad.
No, you're fine.
I actually have artwork of Mal.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat. That was pretty cool.
Oh, no, this one's finished. I actually finished it.
Oh, nice. I'm
Yeah,
sitting
sorry,
here giggling.
We're doing our earthbending, waterbending stuff. And
How'd you-
getting ready for our match. And we were training against one of the people. And me and Brian rolled the same with both of our rounds. And we're just perfectly able to block one another. He's an earthbender and I'm a waterbender. So.
So whenever
it's
we
gonna be
hit each
29
other,
degrees
it's
colder tomorrow.
That's what she looks like.
What? 25, yeah.
Colder.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oops.
Why don't you send that picture over the Discord chat and the avatar so that we all can look at it?
Oh, are you talking about the other Avatar Legends one?
No, I'm talking about the chat we're in right now.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. No, it's good.
That's the final.
It's nice.
Yeah, I did. Dang,
all-
that's so good.
No, that's my character's son.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah. Hanzamino. The
It's cool.
silent applause. He doesn't have any arms.
Okay.
Yeah, they were cut off.
That's wild.
I'm working on the backstory, but like
Okay.
my character's gonna have something to do with like an evil airbending like assassin guild or something like that. My dude realized it was fucked up and he's gonna dip out, but his kid like was raised into that life and like there for that while it was like seeking the pride of the father type thing, so he got really into it, and now he's like too indoctrinated.
Right.
Nice.
But yeah,
Right on.
that's all. That's all I got thought of so far.
Cool though. I like it.
Yeah.
The
No.
ribbons actually. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just saying the ribbon in her hair is actually really sentimental to her.
That's awesome.
It was her grandma's.
Aw, matchies. I have a necklace from my grandma.
I got a rock bracelet that my great grandpa gave to me.
We all get inheritances from our grandparents.
Right?
Well, it wasn't like her true grandma. It was kind of like the village grandma. But I thought you were talking about the bracelet that Mao has. I was like, oh no, that's just a friendship bracelet that her and Andrew's character have. They're besties. So how was everyone's day today?
Good.
That's good. We enjoying the 70-degree weather.
That's all right.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Better than what we have been. I like how tomorrow's like gonna fall off again.
Oh.
Yeah, like our Google Home said it was like supposed to be like 49 degrees.
I seen about 42 around here. I'm over in Gravois though.
Oh, I got you. I know what I said. I'm also a mid-mo child. I live near the lake, so
You live down. Do you know where P Road is?
oh, I don't.
No. Well, Bass Hole.
No. I live in Brumley, which is like practically a country hick town outside of the lake.
I mean, if you knew where one of those were, you'd basically know where I live. Because I'm right there down that road next to the Bass Hole.
So next to the bass hunt.
Bass Hole. It's a bar.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I can probably Google Maps, but I'm also just
There he is.
Andrew.
All right, so we now have an Andrew. Okay.
Hello.
What up? So, Andrew, I'm going to ask you to do me a couple of different things real quick. First of all, can you go ahead and share your character sheet on the Discord chat that we are in currently, so I can have a active view of all of our character sheets. And then I'll ask you to do a little.
Give me one.
No, you're good. Take your time. And meanwhile, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little about yourself and about the character you're playing tonight.
Hi, my name is Andrew, aka Scrappy Doo. I am playing a waterbender by the name of Sarlocke, and I'm a very interesting person. Thumbs
Are you
up.
good? Okay. Very good. Thank you for that. We've been getting into our practice for the evening. Okay. As they chose to take a defensive stance for the evening. So you guys will all be getting a bonus of a +3 to counter attacks. It's going to be really beneficial for you guys. Okay. So with no further ado, the back pro bending arena. The crowd buzzing with anticipation. Lights flash across the stands as the ring announcer, a charismatic figure known for his booming voice and dramatic flair, steps into the spotlight in the center of the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, benders and non-benders from all corners of Earth Kingdom and beyond, welcome to tonight's highly anticipated showdown under the shimmering stars of Zaitao. Get ready for an evening where courage meets the arena's sands, and destiny is shaped by the elements themselves. The crowd roars in response, the energy palpable. As the lights sweep over the stands, the announcer gestures grandly towards the entrance where the teams appear. The spotlight. Tonight we witness a clash of titans, a ballet of bending, a duel of determination. In the blue corner, the rising stars who have already captured the hearts of their bravery and spirit, the fabulous bending team without a name. Did we ever come up with a name for our bending team?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't think so. Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
If we have previous fatigue, do we keep that on there?
No,
What was
you
your
can go
question
ahead and get rid of your last fatigue for your last session, okay?
Oh,
Essentially,
okay.
the way the Avatar Legends is built, is designed, is designed to follow basically like a TV show, okay? Essentially. So during the time in which, the viewer is not there, you may have already, gotten your full night's sleep and so forth and rested and start off with a new day. Okay. So unless we do a to be continued in the middle of a combat, you guys will basically be able to take the benefits of what would be considered a long rest, aka,
Okay.
that's D&D, but you get what I mean.
Got it. Thank you.
So, so I'm just gonna do what I had written for you guys, okay? The fabulous, the fearless, the formidable newcomers to our league. That's your name, the newcomers to our league. Spotlights hit your team as you stride confidently into the arena, waving to the crowd, waving to the cheering crowd. Lessons. Otherwise, I miss words and stuff. I skip over them. All right. And in the red corner, seasoned warriors of the wind, masters of movement and grace, the team known for turning the gale into a gauntlet. The swift, the skilled, the ever spectacular Gale Winds. The Gale Winds enter, their presence commanding and practiced, receiving an an equally enthusiastic response from the crowd. As our teams take their positions, let me remind you, dear fans, that tonight's match isn't just any match. It's a debut that could change the course of pro bending history. So, hold on to your seats, keep your eyes on the action, and let's find out who will bend, who will break, and who will emerge victorious. The announcer steps back as the teams ready themselves, the air thick with tension and excitement. A hush follows over the crowd as the referee prepares to signal the start of the match. May the spirits guide you, and may your bending be true. Let the match begin. Okay. So essentially how this is going to work, guys, is has anyone watched any of Legend of Korra?
It's been a while, but I have.
No, I haven't.
I've made it up to the spirits season, and then I quit watching. That's
Okay.
probably season 2, season 3.
So basically here
I
it is,
have
okay? Okay, no big deal. No big deal. Here's how it's going to work. Is in order to score, what you need to do is to knock someone off the platform. Okay? You're going to have 3 people competing at a time. There are going to be 3 rounds. Okay? All right. The rounds will be a timed event. Okay. It's not going to be one of those things where it's score, then score, then score, then score. It's going to be a timed event. So I'm going to give you guys a number of different opportunities, like basically like 9 rounds. Okay. You guys are going to have like 9 rounds of combat. And then we're going to go to period 2. Okay. We're going to do basically another 9 rounds of combat. We're going to go to period 3. We're going to do another 9 rounds of combat. Okay. And after that, we're going to tally up the scores. Whoever has knocked off the most people during that time will be victorious. In order to knock someone off, okay, you're going to have to be able to hit them at least 3 times, okay, to knock them off. The first time, we'll move them back into zone 2. Second time you do, it'll move them back into zone 3. The third time you do it, you'll be able to knock them off the platform. So it'll take 3 hits to knock someone off. Okay? Same with you guys. Take 3 hits to knock you off. Now we're going to do the same thing with your bending that we did earlier. Okay? Where I'm going to launch attacks at you. Okay? You're going to use your counterattack the same way we practiced in practice. Okay? With a +3 to your bonus in order to avoid the danger. Okay? And if it's high enough, okay, to launch a counterattack. Okay. So if you actually are able to get like what they would consider like a natural 20 type thing, you're able to get like a 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Then you're going to be actually launching the attack back at them. Okay. Or redirecting their attack. It's all going to be based off of your guys' descriptions. You're going to tell me what you want them to do, and then we're going to see what the roles provide for us. Okay. There is no real initiative. Okay, so we're going to start off with who wants to be the 3 that begin this game? You guys decide amongst you.
I'm up for being one of the 3.
No, is it like individual? Is it like us
Yeah.
and like the other team, or is it like 3 of them, 3 of us
3 of them,
It's
3
going
of
to be 3 of
us.
you and 3 of them. It's going to be 6 of you and
at the same time?
So to
Okay.
help out a little bit, I'm going to give you a little bit of assistance. Okay, we have Nina, an airbender. She's the captain of the team. She's on the board. Okay, we have Burrow, earthbender. Okay, he's going to be on the board. Then we have Tess, a firebender, and she's going to be on the board. So you have a airbender, a waterbender, airbender, earthbender, and firebender. How do you guys want to organize yourselves based on?
If there's not already a waterbender, I'll be the waterbender.
Now the game was decided what they would read.
I'll volunteer as tribute then.
I'll go against the Earthbender.
Okay. So we got an earthbender and a waterbender. Sounds like a firebender.
Mhm.
And we need one more.
I'll go, I guess. An earthbender.
Okay. So we have an earthbender, a firebender, and a waterbender. Nice. Both great pictures there. I'm showing them off to everyone here real quick. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right. So anyway. All right. So let's get started then. Okay. All right. With no further ado, Nina instructs Jim, okay, to launch an attack. Okay. Now I'm going to just roll a die. Not as an attack, because I don't do that. I'm going to decide who I'm rolling at. Okay. That is a 3. So that'll be. Hold on, I need paper. Paper. Our 3 participants are Andrew, aka Samlock. Is that right? Sarlock?
Yeah, Starlock. Wait, I'm getting hit? No.
No, I know. Is that what I said? I'm writing. I'm writing down.
Oh,
uh,
sorry.
Everyone that's in the combat.
Sorry, I was trying to get into my theater kid mode and kind of jump the gun a little bit. My bad.
Gracie, and then of course Brian. Right? You chose to participate, right, Flint?
Yeah.
Okay. So Flint, because you were my third one to say yes, I rolled a 3 on my D4. So I'm launching a water attack at you. Okay. You see that this jet of water that hurls over this that is bent over the side of the arena from the water tank below and forms into a orb that is then launched in your direction. How would you like to proceed?
I am gonna ready myself for the hit.
Okay. So you're going to take the hit.
So, yeah. So I'm just gonna plant myself, like a wall, ready for it.
Are you planting yourself with like a wall of like earth in front of
Yes.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a roll for that, the same way that you did in practice. You're going to get a +3 for this roll.
I got a 10.
10. Very good. So when you strike forth with the water, okay, she is left open, okay, to an attack as she does so. We have 2 other members on the board. Would anyone like to make an attack? All right, Gracie.
Yeah.
Okay, so launches a water attack at your friend, okay, leaving her open for an attack. As it fires harmlessly on the wall of stone.
I'm going to I'm gonna throw a fire pinwheel ladder.
Okay. Roll an attack. Use focus.
Nine.
Okay. So it does manage to barely hit her. Okay. As she was left open for the attack. And she gets knocked back to 1 square. Okay, into the next zone. Okay.
And I take fatigue, right?
You take a fatigue. That's correct. Now then, another launch from our waterbender, airbender, and earthbender. Okay, so Burrow, our earthbender, bends a ball of stone and launches it at your stone wall. Okay, trying to break the stone wall to pieces. Okay. As the burst of rock crashes through the wall, okay, bringing it down. Okay. This isn't a hit, it's just destroying the defensive obstruction on the field. Now then, the airbender is going to use the debris of your rocks to try to hurl them at your partner, which would be Andrew or Sarlocke. Sarlocke. Andrew,
Yep.
you are muted. Okay. So a shower of rocks comes in your direction from the broken wall of brines. Okay. What would you like to do?
I would like to go ahead and evade that shower of rocks. Definitely don't want to,
Okay. All right. Roll with focus.
uh, 3.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the shower of rocks actually hits you, knocking you to the ground, and you are moved back 1 square. So both of you have, after 1 round of combat, okay, we have both of you back. One of you both have 1 person that's pushed back, been hit. Okay. Now we're going to start the new round of combat. Okay. Would anyone like to make be the first one to strike, or we still playing defensively?
I'm gonna go in and go in real quick with an attack. Give me a minute. Yeah, no, I'll go in with an attack to the guy who just decided to throw me a rock shower. I'm gonna go in and try to disrupt him with some water and knock him off balance.
Okay. That'd be Nina, our airbending captain. Go ahead and make an attack using your training and focus.
Mhm. What the what? That is not what I meant to do. Okay. You know what? We're doing this. It's just 1d6, right?
You're gonna roll 2d6. Is that what happened the last time? Is that what you rolled a 3?
I just didn't remember how many d6 it was, and I don't really know how to roll on demiplane, so I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond. But was it 1d6 or 2d6?
You're gonna roll 2d6.
Okay.
You're gonna add it with your total of your focus.
Okay, so for that 3 instead, can I replace that with an 11 now that I know what's going on?
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna. We're just gonna say, "Oops, we made a mistake." Okay.
You know what? That's fair.
All right.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll just go with that then.
So you rolled an 11. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you launch a sphere of water. Is that correct?
Yes.
At the airbender. Okay. And she's unable to evade it. Okay. You actually hit her, and she's a little angry because now she's wet. Okay. And she goes back a square. Okay. You guys have 2 members that are back and been pushed back into zone 2. Okay. You still have the earthbender up front, strong and sturdy. Would anyone else like to go?
Can we make like physical attacks?
Can't cross a line.
Okay.
So no. Basically, this is for bending. You're supposed to be using your bend. So you've never seen Avatar Legends before or anything like that, but basically, big platform. Okay, I've got a map. I think I provided for you somewhere. Okay. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. It's been complicated. Okay. All right. So uh,
And when we do these moves, is it just in our techniques, or are we just like
okay.
telling?
You,
Hey,
okay. Let me answer one question at a time. Okay. So do you see that map I just put on the board on the chat?
yeah,
Okay. You see how it's a big disc and there's basically like a center line in a way that's derived between blue and red.
yeah.
So you can't cross that line. One of you's the red team,
Got it.
one of you's the blue team. Basically, that center ring, that's basically what you guys are in to start. You guys are right up next to each other. And as you guys get hit, you guys back up, okay, into the area that's colored, okay? And from there, you go back even further out towards the edge, okay? If you're hit there, you're getting up in the water. Okay? So you can't go all the way into the other side.
Understood.
Now then, Gracie.
Yeah.
What are you attacking or defending?
I'm gonna attack because I'm not happy that they hit my ward.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the earthbender, and I'm going to just kind of like shoot little, I guess, fire arrows out of my hands.
Okay. So you lash at her with a fire attack at which bender? The earth bender?
Yeah.
Okay. So make an attack.
Focus.
Mhm.
It's an 8.
Okay. So you do manage to hit him. Okay. However, he launches an attack at you and hits you simultaneously. Okay. So you both end up getting hit with the exchange. Both of you go backwards. And wait, no. I take that back. You didn't roll that low. You didn't roll that low. I apologize. So you do manage to barely hit him, okay? And he goes back 1 square. Okay. Say that. All right.
So I don't go back.
You don't go back. However, you're gonna leave yourself we'll say that you step over the line as you do. Okay. And so you end up causing an infraction, and they end up telling you to go back 1 square.
Mm,
So basically, when you roll middle of the board, yes, you're successful, but
There's always a
always
but.
There's always a but added to it.
Always.
All right.
Okay.
Now we have Brian. Okay. Are you choosing to stay defensive this turn?
I'm gonna attack this time.
Go ahead.
All right. I am gonna use my smash technique,
Okay.
but I'm gonna roll with creativity because I'm gonna try and trick him as well.
Okay. All right. And who are you attacking?
The same person that attacked me last time.
Okay.
And I believe it was that waterbender.
The waterbender attacked you the first time, and the second time the earthbender took down your wall. So yeah, we'll say it's the waterbender.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna try and trick her, and I'm gonna use a smash technique doing so.
Okay. All right. So roll with I believe that's going to be rolling with creativity. Okay.
Yeah.
And go ahead and make that roll.
I got an 11.
An 11. Very good. So you pick up a piece of earth basically, and not pick it up with your hand. You know what I mean? But
With my earth
start feeling the ground and trying to figure out how do I want to describe this.
If I
Basically, like
may,
the
are
rings.
there ropes alongside of the pallet or the ring?
So the way I'm thinking is underneath the rings. Okay, you could basically end up lifting up that ring, the way you had said that you wanted to hit her with creativity. Okay, and so you managed to raise the ring up underneath her feet, making her stumble back. Okay, you don't hit her, you make her stumble backwards, and she causes another fault. Okay, pushing her back to the edge of the wall. Now she's all the way at the end. All right, so she was the first one to go back 1 square. Now she's been pushed back another square with an infraction that you caused. Okay, and now I'm going to launch an attack at the 3 of you. Okay, a combined strike against the 3 of you. Okay. I'm going to do it at. It's like all of you. Let me get a counterattack, like we talked about in practice. Okay. From any one of you who wants to roll. Or you guys can do it together. It's up to you guys.
I'll
But
do it.
This volley is just basically coming all at you. All 3 of the benders are just unleashing an attack at you guys. Okay.
Is it still just 2d6?
It's 2d6. This is
How
a
about we
counter. This is basically you're defensive. You're on defense right now. So go ahead and you're going to roll with a +3 to this. Okay. And whatever you
Gonna
choose.
go with the 10.
Okay. You are successful. Okay. And defending against the onslaught as you're using waterbending.
Yes.
Okay. As you use your water to come up off the sides and basically build like a shield wall with all the water in between you and them that absorbs all the elements and so forth, deterring them, sending them harmlessly past you guys. Okay, well done.
Can I go in for like a counterattack at this point to somebody, kind of like
So yeah, that ends round 2. Okay, we're going to go to round 3 now. Go ahead and make an attack. And because of your successful counter, leaving them open as they don't see you for the moment as the wall of water is in front of them, obscuring their view. Okay. You can then use your water bending if you'd like to send the whole the wall of water at them. Okay.
Okay. Ooh, I like that. Let's do it.
That's amazing.
8.
Hey, so you managed to send the wall of water at them. However, they are able to jump. One of them manages to clear it. Okay, I'm going to roll something here. Just a chance. All right. So, the airbender, okay, manages to use the air to climb up, basically fly over it, hovering over the wall as it goes past them. The earthbender uses a wall of earth in order to protect himself. The waterbender tries to refocus the water, is unsuccessful, is knocked back and in the drink. You guys have scored a point.
Woo!
Okay. All right. After that, everyone's like, okay, good job. So there's only 2 of them on the board right now. You guys still have some turns here. Okay. Is anyone else? So,
It-
we taking attack actions or defensive actions to this point in time, guys?
Can we do
Fine.
like combined actions
Yes, you can.
like they did?
Yes, you can. If you guys like
So
to work together, you guys could do that.
Flint, are you able to launch like just rocks at them?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
I can like set them on fire.
All right.
We can do like meteors.
For this particular attack, okay, I'm gonna ask Gracie for you to make this roll because it is your decision as far as how they're doing this, and because we're working together as a team, I want you to roll with harmony.
11.
11. Very good. So you send a shower of flaming rock in their direction. Okay, and okay, you hit both of them. Okay, causing a point on both of them to back up. Now, the next 2 are both at the back end of it too. So they're all in zone 3. Everyone that's not wet already. Okay, and that'll end round 3. That brings us to round 4. Okay, round 4. Okay. Now I'm going to ask for you guys to declare right off front if we're attacking or we're defending.
I'll defend this round.
I'm gonna
Attack.
keep
Right.
keep the pressure up.
You're going to defend. In that case, Andrew, because you're attacking, go ahead and roll with your attack. Tell me what you're doing.
Okay. So basically, now that I've known one of them is off the board or whatever, so I guess to one of them, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just for lack of a better term, use hydro pump and blast a flurry of water at one of them.
Okay. Nice. I like that. So go ahead and roll me an attack using your training. Roll with focus.
You said roll with what?
Focus. Focus.
9.
9. All right. So that's you hurl a water jet at them. Okay. And it would be successful. You do hit your airbender. Okay.
Oh no.
However, you step over the line doing it. Okay. So you do push them. You would have knocked her off completely. Okay. However, the point doesn't count. They say allow her to get back on the
No.
board.
I am literally disappointed, just head slouched down.
So
It
this
was a
is a
good
great
attack.
moment. This is a great moment. Okay. We have two members of our party that are not currently in combat. You have one of your members that has already said that you are what now? You said you said it made you feel how?
I was very like head drooping down, moping a little bit.
So we're gonna say you're troubled. Okay. So we're gonna add troubled, okay, which is gonna take you saying -2, okay, on your skills or training. Okay. So you guys can see, Damon and Amanda, that with that last little infraction, that Sarlacc is feeling a little bit demoralized. You guys could probably help with that. Okay. If you guys chose to. All right. That brings us to our defensive turns as our Earthbender launches forward and attack. Okay. With a wall at you, Brian. Okay. You manage to go ahead and roll me a focus with a +3.
Seven.
7. So you manage to pull up a wall just in time before the rocks itself get to you. But the tower of rocks that he sent at you was so large, you weren't able to get a large enough buildup of earth in front of you, and it crashes through it, hitting you. Okay, you're going to back up 1 square. You're going to go back 1 zone. Okay.
Dang it.
I know. Chinga. Amanda.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. So the airbender is utilizing debris from the battlefield and swirling it around and launches it in your direction like a bunch of little pebbles. Okay. All at one time. Okay, using your airbender.
Yes.
Okay. You are in defense here.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like to go ahead and roll with your training and focus with a +3?
Yes.
Adding
Are
a
you
plus.
talking about Mao?
No. Tinga are oh yeah, you're right. I am talking about Mal. I am talking about Mal. I am so sorry, Amanda.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry,
really
man.
confused. I was like,
I
wait.
apologize.
I'm gonna keep my future role though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You rolled really well, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I
Lock
did.
that in. Lock it. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't
So
moving it now.
Gracie, the attack
Yes.
comes at you. A shower of little pebbles that are spun around using the air and are shot at you like pepper spray, like a peppered shot, um, out of like a shotgun. What are you doing?
I would like to cover myself in fire. Kind of like do like a little fire spear around me to try to not let it hit me.
Okay, try to incinerate the pebbles with your intense flames, allowing them not to hit you. Okay, well, you can give it a shot. Go ahead and roll your training with focus. Remember, you get a
That's
+3 because of your choice.
a 13.
13. Very good. So you managed to obliterate those little pebbles, okay, as they fall harmlessly, unable to hit you. Okay. Only ashes when they pass through. Okay.
Am I
This
able
is
to
going to
do a
create an opening.
counterattack?
This is going to create an opening. Yes. Okay. So we're that's gonna end that round. Go ahead. Make your attack.
So I'd like to focus the fire that I had around me and like focus it into a tight ball and then just launch it at her.
Because we are using your counterattack things, I'm kind of making up these things as I go along, and I'm trying to make them more like standard. Because a lot of things are all theoretical up to the point of actually doing. So, because you were successful with your defense, I'm going to give you a bonus here for your attack. That same bonus, the +3. Okay, so you're going to make your attack with a +3 bonus.
That's a 12.
Okay, so you hit her, you hit her, and she falls off the back. You guys have scored a second point. Now there's only one person left on the field. Okay, if you guys end up knocking him down and off, that ends this round early. Okay, all right. So, we have Andrew and Brian. Are you attacking or defending this turn?
I'm gonna go ahead and attack. My character is like gonna kind of like hit both sides of his face to get himself a little hyped up and shake his head and just goes in for a good old fashioned water fountain towards his opponent.
Okay, so you are going to gain a -2 for this roll.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I am gonna attack as well. I'm just gonna check.
I have a question for you, real quick, Brian. When that ball of earth came crashing through your wall, even though you did your best to keep it up, and it hit you anyway, knocking you back, how did that make you feel?
I would say made me really disappointed, I
Okay.
guess, in myself.
Very disappointed in yourself. So, Flint,
Um.
I'm going to have you with insecure. Okay. Essentially, when you fail like those, it's supposed to give you guys conditions. And I'm making sure I have to do that. Okay. So that means that going forward right now, because Andrew, you're trouble. Okay. And Brian, you're insecure right now because of that. You guys are both attacking with negatives. So you're going to attack with a -2, both of you.
For my attack, rolled an 8.
Okay. An 8. Very good. And what are you doing with your bending?
I'm just simply gonna go in and kind of bend some water towards him and basically give him a good old fashioned shower or water shower.
Okay. So you send your water upon him, burst upon him, and he puts up this shield wall just in the nick of time, so your water just smashes up against it. Okay. Brian.
Yeah. I am gonna use a strike on him because I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
And either can we get -2 +3? I rolled 11 still.
All right. So as he builds up his wall, the water smashes against it, and behind it comes your ball of your rock that he formed the wall to protect against the water, but didn't see your rock coming in at the same time. And the rock hits him. And guess what? He goes into the drink. So at that time, the bell rings. Ding, 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 ding. All right, vendors and ladies and gentlemen alike, round 1 is complete. Our newcomers seem to be on a roll. Let's see what happens in round 2. Okay? So now we're going to realign ourselves. Okay? You guys have opportunities here. Okay, a brief, like 5-10 minute period. We're gonna say a 5-minute period break. Okay, you guys gotta, like, Brian. He's troubled right now. I'm sorry, Andrew's troubled right now because of what happened in the battle. Brian's feeling a little bit insecure right now as well. And so you guys may end up choosing to change out those members, bringing in Amanda. Oh, sorry, bringing in Alonzo and Tinga. Would you guys like to do that?
Yeah.
Let's
Brian,
see
how-
what Tenga can do.
Okay. What about you, Brian? How do you? I'm sorry. What about you, Damon? How do you feel about that? Hopefully, Damon's still there.
You ready
Damon,
to
you
fight,
are
old
muted.
man?
You are muted, Damon.
Can I console Sarlacc?
Yes. Yes, you can. Okay. What are you saying to someone?
I'm gonna give him a hug and say, "You did a great job."
Like, thanks, even though I suck.
You don't suck. You gave us an advantage.
Oh, well, actually, that does make me feel better then.
It's all good.
And
man.
we
We
won
all-
because of you.
It's all good, man. We all have our good days and we all have our bad days.
I mean, shoot, I stepped on the line.
Shit, trust me, I know better than anybody. I was in the military for years.
Okay, so second.
Almost kind of like hold up the wrist that has the friendship bracelet on it and say, "Hey, remember, best friends."
All right.
Yeah.
Ma'am, roll with Harmony. Okay. Using okay. Okay. This seems like a call out, like you're calling him out to live up to his destiny. You know, you're not bad, you're good. Okay. So you're being called out at this point in time there, Andrew. Okay. Gracie, I want you to roll with Harmony. Okay.
That's an 8.
Okay. Now you do get this. On a 7 and 9, hold 1. Would anyone else like to reaffirm what she said? Nope. Okay. Well, unfortunately, he is not buying it. Okay. He feels like he's not quite sure. Okay. But so you're not going to be able to change yourself back, and you're going to lose a point of fatigue there, Gracie.
Okay.
Okay, so you're still feeling troubled, Andrew.
Darn. Sorry, guys.
And it's all good. It's all good. It happens. And I'm learning as we go along. So, Damon, are you there? It appears Damon may have fallen asleep on us. I don't know.
Oh no.
And then, okay. So we got Amanda and we got
Yeah.
Gracie. Okay. The old man's joints, he says, are still a little bit sore from practice. He doesn't feel like he's going to be able to give his all. So he turns to you, Brian, and says, "This is your moment. Your moment to prove that you truly are a worthy adversary and just as good as any other earthbender from Earth Kingdom. Now you go out there and you kick some tail." And I'm just going to roll. I don't normally roll for these things, but I'm going to roll in this case because I'm playing Damon's character. Okay.
I'm sorry, old Hanzo.
I rolled a 9. Hanzo as a bonus. Okay. That gives him a 10. Yay. All right. So that means you get to remove your insecurities.
Cool.
Okay. So you're no longer attacking at a -2. Okay. So that brings everyone that is on me on the field all over to even kill. Okay. Meanwhile, Alejandro's going to sit down and talk with you, there, Andrew, while you guys are on the sidelines. Just at that time, the ring announcer says, all right, let's get ready for round 2 as the bell rings. And so you have Nina is once again back, the airbending captain, okay, or the airbender / captain. Boro has returned, the earthbender, and now we have Tess, a firebender, okay, and they are all going to be working against you. Unfortunately, Gale Winds only have 4 members, so they don't have a whole lot of options to change things out, giving you guys a little bit of advantage. Okay. So already, Nina and Boro are feeling the effects, so they're going to be playing more defensively here. But Tess is going to come out striking hard. Okay. And she launches a barrage of attacks. But we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We got 3 different participants here. We got Brian, we got Amanda, and we've got Gracie. Now, I want to know, are you guys taking defensive stances? Are you guys just observing? Or are you guys attacking?
I'm going to take a defensive stance myself to begin with.
Okay, you take
Oh, my.
defense. Gracie?
Yeah, I'll defend.
Okay, so this barrage of fire comes at you 3. Okay, I'm going to roll my trusty D4, decide who we're going to hit. Better hope I don't roll a 4. 4 means it's going to try to hit all of you. All right, 2. 2 would be Amanda. Okay, Amanda, this ball of fire hurled at you. Okay. And
Yes.
last I checked, you were a waterbender.
I am a waterbender.
How are you proceeding?
I'm going to attempt to bend water between me and the fire sphere and kind of engulf the fire in the water to extinguish it.
Nice. Using your training, roll with focus. Remember now, because you're defending here, and we took defense as a bonus, you're going to get a +3 for this attempt.
Yes, and I rolled a 14.
Nicely done. Okay, so
Yes.
you do manage to engulf the water. Okay, the water just simply sends that brick and mortar or brick off the side of the arena. Him surprised or her surprise. I'm sorry, that wasn't rock. That was fire. Okay, I've been hurling rock at you this entire time. So,
I got a question.
Yeah.
Can I retaliate?
Yes, on your next turn, you're going to get a +3 to attempt to hit him. Okay. But for now, you are able to dissipate the attack. Very good. Well done. Okay. Now then, this is going to bring us to round 2 now. Okay. As the other 2 are defending as well. Okay. And what are you doing, Amanda?
I am going to try to throw a sphere of water at the one who threw fire at me.
Of course you will. Go ahead and roll with focus using your training. Okay. And you get a +3 for this.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, looks like you stepped over the line. Oh, man. You feel guilty. As you launch your attack with so much ferocity, you end up stepping over the line, causing an infraction. And even though your water does hit her, okay, because you stepped over the line, you're pushed back, and she is staying where she is. Okay, so you go back to level 2, and she stays at level 1, but she's wet. Okay, and you feel guilty for having done so. So that's going to give you a -2. Okay, now then, this brings us to the next round. Okay, sorry, the beginning of that second round. I didn't ask you, Brian or Gracie, whether you guys were attacking or defending this turn. Were you guys continuing to defend?
I'm
I
gonna
was gonna attack.
continue.
Are you going to make an attack?
I'm gonna continue to defend.
Very good. Okay, Gracie, go ahead and make an attack using your training. I mean, how are you attacking? Ask that.
So I kind of want to make almost kind of like a fire bow and just launch fire arrows at at Nina.
All right, so you
That was her name, right?
Yeah, Nina.
Okay.
You launch a barrage of fire arrows at Nina, who prepares herself with her airbending. Roll your attack.
That's a 4.
Okay. So we're gonna say for this, she prepares her airbending, and she turns them around. Okay, sending them back at you. You get knocked back. You're now back into zone 2, and they still have everyone in zone 1. So you guys have 2 people in zone 2, and everyone's in zone 1. Okay. This brings us to round 3. Are you guys defending or attacking?
I am gonna attack.
I'll defend.
You'll defend.
I'll attack again.
You're attacking again. Okay, so those that are attacking, go ahead and declare and make your attacks.
I'll let you go first.
I am gonna use strike again. Just hurl a chuck of earth at him at the waterbender.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
13. Very good. Okay.
Dodger.
All right. So your earth smashes against the waterbender. Even though she does everything she can to try to prevent this, you end up hitting her anyway, and she gets knocked back into zone 2. Pardon me, Gracie.
I would. Well, I feel bad, but while she's like knocked back, I'm going to shoot for her feet, like shoot little fire bolts at her feet.
Okay. You launch a series of fire bolts at Nina's feet, trying to trick her, correct? Into backing up. Basically, you're not trying to hit her directly. You're trying to make her dance like a chicken type thing, right? Is that what
Oh,
you're doing? I'm asking.
I
for
was
you.
gonna hit her.
You are trying to hit her, but you're trying to hit her feet. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Roll with your training using focus.
12.
Well, so you managed to hit her in her feet, and she collapses on the floor. And she seems like she's getting a little bit weary. Okay. She's not quite knocked out, but she's getting really tired. She struggles to return to her feet, and then is pushed back to the next zone. Okay. All right. That brings us to round 3. Okay. Round 3, they're going to open up with a barrage of attacks. Okay. Our Earthbender, Firebender, and Airbender are all going to 3 attack at each of you. Okay. How are you guys attacking, or are you guys defending?
I'm gonna
gonna-
defend.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Roll me an attack. Brian?
I got 10.
10. So you managed to. Who are you attacking?
Can I assess the situation as well?
Well, yes, you can. Okay, so far you've noticed that Tess is getting a little bit winded. Okay. You figured Bruno is not far behind her, as he's been, in this the entire time as well, lacking some fatigue. Okay. And then we've got our Firebender, which is fresh. Okay. So with that, where do you find the weakness?
I am gonna go for the first one, the one.
The Airbender.
Yeah,
The Airbender that's tired. Make an
Yep.
attack.
I'm gonna use the smash
Okay.
technique. So I'm gonna create a giant wall, and then I'm just gonna slam it down on top of it.
Okay. All right. Make an attack using focus in your training.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay. So you do. Okay. You do manage to knock her down and off of the platform. Okay. We're gonna say that does happen. Okay. You hear her as she falls. Okay. And she sounds like she might be hurt. Flint, you're gonna feel guilty. Okay, so you're back at a -2. Okay. But you do successfully knock her off, scoring another point for your team. Sounds like she's hurt them.
Okay.
All right. Everyone else was defending, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, so the Earthbender attacks at, we'll say, Gracie. Okay. Gracie, go ahead and roll for defense. Remember, you get a +3.
That's a 13.
13. Success. Okay. So you managed to expertly evade the attack. Amanda, a bolt of fire comes hurling at you.
I am going to defend.
And roll that beautiful bean footage. Remember, you get a +3.
I got a 12.
12. Very good. So once again, you were able to successfully defend. Now then, with no further ado, you guys have managed to open up holes in the defense with your counterattack. Go ahead and make those attacks now.
So I'm going to take the rock, like the rocks or whatever that the earthbender was throwing at me, and like ignite them to kind of make like magma balls and throw them back at him.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
That's a 10.
Jen, you successfully hit them. Okay, are you attacking the same one that Brian attacked?
No, I'm attacking the one that attacked me that I defended against.
Well, good news. Everyone is into zone 3 or been eliminated. Okay. All right. So everyone's in zone 3. We're back at the top of initiative. Okay. Are we defending or are we attacking? And before you guys declare, give me 1 second. Andrew, over there on the sidelines.
Oh, another day.
Okay, Hanzo. Old Hanzo is talking with you about how you be feeling and so forth, seeing that you look glum, unable to proceed because of your, endeavors. He's like, if I was your age, blah blah blah. And he tells you all this stuff and goes on this long story. And he manages to clear you of your problem. Okay. And so now you are no longer insecure. Okay. You are back at normal. Thank you, old Hanzo, for being the moral guidance that I've been utilizing your character for while you've been away. You've helped to clear conditions of 2 different characters. Well done. Good job, by the way. You did great.
Cool, Hanzo.
Okay. All right. So you guys have top of initiative here. Okay. 1 person left. Okay. Are we all attacking?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna defend.
Yeah, I'll attack.
Okay. So you guys hear the announcer and he's getting into, he's like, oh my God, Bruno, Earthbender. He is one of the most reserved and one of the most powerful Earthbenders, top notch. And yet he's on his heels against these benders. Let's see if he can withstand them, folks. Make an attack.
Tenga got a nat 12.
Okay. Okay. So what is what are you doing? Describe it to me.
I got water and flung it at him.
Well, that's very descriptive. Thank you. You've
Well,
flung
like-
some water at him.
Yeah, like not exactly a sphere. I just pulled water up and just threw it at him.
Okay. So you do not in the sphere you say, but like in more like channeling the current itself, and it just comes out like a limb and just hits him square like a punch right in his chest. Okay. And he with all of his determination and all of his might and all his defensiveness, with the 3 of you combined, Brian, you hit forward with your rock, and Gracie, you hit forward with your fire, bringing down his barrier, allowing Amanda's attack to find home, sending him off the platform, scoring another point. Congratulations. Okay.
Whoop,
You
whoop.
guys have successfully scored 6 points. Okay. All right. You guys have won the first 2 rounds of combat. And due to that, they have said that you guys have won. Okay. There's no need to go to round 3. What's that?
Isn't Firebender still up?
She went no, they went to the drink last time. Okay. Someone managed to put them in the drink. Okay, so all 3 of them go into the water. Okay. I'd ask. Oh yeah. Although on one person's, it doesn't matter. All 3 of them were down. Okay. You guys have won your very first. Okay. Bending. pro bending, not tournament, match. For some reason, the words, simple words, like single syllable words. I don't know why. I just like, what is that word?
It be like that some days.
Yeah. Okay. So the arena around, okay, with cheers, okay, as you guys handily dealt with the gale winds. In the bustling arenas, the crowd begins to disperse. The atmosphere is still charged with excitement of the game. The team is gathering their gear, and when they notice Bruno, Earthbender for the Gale Winds, approaches. His expression is earnest, and he claps slowly as he nears. Hey there. I just wanted to come and say, you folks really brought it today. It's not every day we see a new team step up with such guts. Truly impressive.
Why, thank you. Much appreciated.
Old
You
Handy
guys
would-
really brought some fight too.
He says, always keep an eye on your surroundings and use your environment to your advantage. You guys have great instincts. Trust them and never stop learning from each match, win or lose. Lowering his voice slightly. Hey, listen, there's a lot more to pro bending than just what happens in the arena. The politics, the fans, the pressure, it can get overwhelming. Stick together as a team, support each other, and you'll make it through. And hey, maybe we'll see you in the finals, eh? Bruno laughs and says, take care and see you around in the arena. And he leaves.
See you around.
Yeah.
So as you guys make your way back to the locker room celebrating, the sounds of the crowd dispersing from behind you as they exit the arena and so forth, your mentor and coach Sula, looks at you with proud eyes, says, this is amazing. You guys have done an amazing job in winning your first ever pro bending match as a team. Okay. And for that, I'd like to take you guys out to for a night on the town to celebrate. How do you guys feel about that?
Duh.
Sounds fun.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. All right. So he tells you all, go ahead and get yourself cleaned up. Okay. And we'll make our way. Okay. I'm going to take this time to take a quick 5-minute break. Okay. Smoke a cigarette. Let you guys, but don't worry, I'll still be listening. Okay. And I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about.
So, are we like going to like a fancy dinner or like something super casual? Cause like I gotta know what we gotta wear.
You think it's going to be something fancy because your coach seems so excited. Yeah, think it's going to be something fancy.
So, like, do you even have a fancy outfit?
What do you mean if I have a fancy outfit? Of course I have a fancy outfit. Dad,
I'm
do I have
not
a fancy
fancy,
outfit?
so I don't wear fancy clothes. I'm just a t-shirt and blue jeans.
Yeah, I don't. I don't really have anything fancy.
Aldo's just gonna like reverse his kimono or something like that. Besides clean.
Yeah. Yeah, my dude's just got like a military shirt on, the best one he can find, and blue jeans.
So keep in mind some of these things
Ate something to eat.
they end up changing a little bit. This is all experimental. I don't really have anything to go by and say this is how you do it for a pro bending tournament. So nothing in the book about that. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. But with that, how did you get? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was great. I liked how that went.
That is the most important thing for me. And I want to make sure you guys realize that, like what I was doing with Alonzo on the sidelines, just because, there's only 3 people that are able to compete at a time, doesn't mean you can't do things. You can egg your team on, you can give them advice, you can, try to relieve them of their troubles, their insecurities, and so forth, just like Alonzo was doing, giving you pep talk, so forth. There are definitely things you can help your team with.
But sure, I'm definitely gonna check up on Sarlacc and be like, "Hey, you feeling better?"
Yeah. Ready to win this next round.
That's more like it.
How do you feel, Brian? You faced one of the top Earthbenders in Earth Kingdom, and your team came out on top.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about myself. Especially
Well,
since we won that match.
here's the thing: is you being the hammer, right?
Yeah.
That was your adversary.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was Bruno. That was your adversary.
Oh, I thought my adversary was Guard.
Oh, you're right. It's from the Firebending Nation. That's
Oh.
right. Not the Gale Whips. You're right. Thank you for correcting me on that. That'll be next match. Next match you'll be fighting him. But you're all the better prepared for it.
Is your character still feeling guilty?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
I'll
no.
console you.
My character?
How would you like to do that?
I'm gonna go up to Flint and kind of be like, "Hey, that stone wall was actually pretty cool. You should teach me how to do that."
I can try, but since I'm an earthbender and you're a firebender, it'd be a little bit different. But I appreciate your compliment about my earthbender.
Yeah, it'll be like a firewall instead of a earth wall.
Right.
Do I need to roll anything?
Well, you okay, to continue this off, now the reason why he's feeling guilty is because he feels like he might have hurt uh um the airbender, Nina, okay, and knocking her off the platform. So he's feeling guilty having felt like he hurt someone. How would you like to console him with that?
Sure, she's fine. Did you not see the arrows that she like redirected at me? She seems pretty strong.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And I have seen a lot of men and women go down over the years.
Yeah, so it's not your first.
No.
Nice. I like that. So, Gracie, go ahead and roll Harmony.
It's a 7.
Your words of encouragement, although heartfelt, he still feels a bit guilty having injured that poor girl.
I kind of look back at Sarlacc and kind of make a face like, help me.
It's like, nope.
What do you mean, no? Old Hanzo, give me some words of advice.
Yeah, Hanzo will put his hand on Flint's back and say, "Don't worry. Sometimes they die."
Wow. Feel any better?
I look at she's like, oh, she's fine, and you're like, people die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over at Hanzo and just go like, that don't make me feel any better.
6.
Okay.
Just face bomb.
Okay, so now your words do not consult. He's like, you think I killed her?
Let's just have a nice dinner. We'll talk about it.
You mean she died?
A lot harder to help us military men.
I just escort Hanzo. Just let's go somewhere.
This book.
Okay, so you guys end up making your way out and downtown once again, making your way to a fancy establishment, feeding you the best sushi in town, basically a sushi bar type thing. Pardon me. I have something prepared for this. Give me just a moment. Let me find it. Okay. The interior of the fancy restaurant, elegantly lit, with the team gathered around a large table adorned with fine dishes. The atmosphere is one of celebration, but also reflection for the day's events. Coach Sula stands, glass in hand, ready to address the team. Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. First, I want to say I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Today wasn't just about bending. It was about showing the heart and soul of what it means to be a part of this team, part of this city. She pauses to take a moment to look at each one of you. Today, you stepped into the arena not just as benders, but as heroes. You showed courage, not only in facing the gale winds, but in handling the unexpected challenges that followed. You've grown much since our first training session, and no matter the results of the match, you've won something far greater: respect and admiration. She smiles warmly, her eyes reflecting on in a mix of pride and determination. But let's not forget, this journey, our journey, is just beginning. There will be more matches, more challenges, and yes, even more chances to define who we are and what we stand for. As your coach, I promise to guide you, to push you, and to be there, not just when you win, but more importantly, when you face adversity. She raises her glass higher. So, here's to you, our remarkable team, not just for what you've achieved today, but what you will achieve. May your spirit stay strong, your mind sharp, and your bonds unbreakable. Cheers to us. Cheers to our future. any negative little deals you have set on, you can absolve yourself of them as you feel this swelling of pride and certainty, move into you. You're feeling better about yourselves. Your guilt for the match setting free, So if you had any negatives, you can go ahead and remove them. Okay?
If I may, when I raise my glass into the air, I'm gonna look at her and go, wise words. It reminds me of my drill sergeant when I was in the military. We were very close.
Oh,
That
my.
makes me feel so much better.
She says, "Thank you for your kind words. I never expected myself to be as strong and hard on you as a drill sergeant, but thank you."
My drill sergeant was not actually very hard on us, believe it or not.
"I'd like to hear more about your drill sergeant sometime," she says.
Maybe sometime we will.
All right. The night continues on. You guys eat and drink and make merry. Okay. And is there anything else you guys would like to do at the restaurant? Maybe anything in particular just before we move on?
I might take a
Can
few
I-
puffs of a pipe.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
I'm sitting
Can I-
next to Tanga for a reason.
Yes, Crazy?
Can I look around the room to see if, like, I don't know, there's anything suspicious?
Yeah, sure, why not? Would I do that? Let's see here. Assessing the situation. Okay. Go ahead and roll using creativity.
It's an 8. I have a -1.
8. Okay, so on a 7, 8, or 9, you get to ask one question. Okay. Here are the questions. Okay. What can I use here to celebrate? Okay. Because that's what you guys are doing. Or who is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out, in or through? Or who or what is in the greatest danger? Most of this really don't apply because you're not in combat this time, but those are essentially the questions for assessing a situation.
I'm gonna look around to see if I can find, like, anyone that's kind of like the cloaked figure from the last kind of like terrorist attack.
Great. Okay, so you look around and sure enough, you spot that very same cloaked figure on a TV screen as people are watching the same news broadcast you guys are watching earlier that day. Other than that, no.
I'm gonna go over and watch.
Okay. It's the same television broadcast that you watched earlier that day. It's the same thing over. So you want me to read it again?
Oh. No, never mind.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Here we go. It was just something I was thinking about doing next time, but sure. I'll just go ahead and do it now. I don't have a script written out for it, so I'm just going to do this, whatever. Normally I try to prepare myself in those ways. But yeah, we'll say that you make your way over to the television screen and you're looking and you're watching, and it's actually finishes up that broadcast I told you about. Okay. And then it turns to what looks like a bunch of people that are gathered around an area, okay, what looks like a grove of some kind, and they've all got picket fences, or sorry, picket signs. Okay, some people are like chained to like trees and so forth, and there's a bunch of excavating equipment that is around, and the news broadcast is about how people, activists, have actively begun protesting the digging of a new site where they're supposed to be breaking ground to make a new power power plant. Okay, and in hopes to uh, uh, bring more growth to the area. And basically, they're planning to make a whole other city. Okay, and they're building a power plant, trying to build a power plant with like making a dam. Okay, to dam up this river. But a bunch of people are protesting about them destroying this grove to do it. So that's basically what's going on there. And people are wondering if this mass vigilante has anything to do with it, or is going to do something, or people are a little bit hesitant, those kinds of things. People are a little bit on edge, not sure what's going to happen because of the recent attack in Zaitao. There you have it.
I go over to the coach and kind of like tell her about the news.
Says yes. There were many that are worrisome about us continuing to expand. I have to admit, balance with nature is something we cannot just let go idly by. I do wish that they would have some more, pump the brakes on it myself. I mean, the city of Zaitao has already expanded in such a huge amount in the last 10 years, and other cities sparking up around it. And now they continue to expand even further. Before long, what's going to be left of Earth Kingdom but cities?
So, would you say that the masked vigilante isn't wrong?
That's a loaded question. Maybe his cause may not be wrong, but I think the way he's going about doing it with terror and destroying property, well, that's something to be talked about itself. It's hard to say he's in the right when he's causing so much problems. I mean, there were people that nobody's hurt, nobody's majorly hurt, but there were still some people that were hurt in the explosion that took place. Heard that on the news broadcast. I hadn't heard that before. She says, but I don't really know. That's a good question. Very good
I
question.
definitely agree that his tactics, yes, are definitely not, I would say, right. But I don't think he's necessarily wrong.
Good point. She says as she drinks some sake. Now, I know that there's a lot going on, but I really want you to try to stay focused on things at hand. We have practice session tomorrow morning, so don't be up too late doing craziness. She says as she drinks her sake and says, when I'm going to go ahead and head home. Okay, I have an early day to plan your guys' next training session. Okay, don't stay up too late, she says, and she excuses herself. And then Jen, soon after, excuses herself as well, leaving you guys to fend for yourselves there in downtown. Okay, the bill is of course paid. Okay, the tab is closed. You guys are welcome to still celebrate as much as you like and stay out as late as you like. Okay, but you're gonna be floating your own bill at this point.
Dang it!
I know, right?
Stuff.
I asked Sherlock if he just wants to go for a walk.
Are you wanting to be alone, or do you want accompaniment?
If you want to come, that's cool. I'm just getting some air.
I figured just in case, because we don't know if someone's trying to look for us or not. And I think it'd be better off if we at least had one person with us if we're going to be out and about.
So you guys all end up deciding, seeing that the nice festivities are kind of winding down, and maybe start making your way home. How do you guys feel?
Is this power plant nearby?
That's an excellent question, Damon. No. Okay. So it's actually a bit further north of here. Okay. On the others, basically on the other side of the city. I was planning on having things to show you guys next week. I wasn't really planning on doing anything with it this week, but give me 1 second. If we go
well,
to
my idea, if they were wanting to take a stroll, just kind of maybe take a long route and maybe kind of try to steer us so we can at least take a look at it and to see if there's something going on, or at least have an idea of the surroundings.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, for what I heard on the news.
Yeah.
so you see this map that I just dropped in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see where it says Zaitao, and then there's Lyrina. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lyrina's where the Gill Winds are from. Okay. So if we follow the river system, the Zaitao, the opening of Zaitao, as it goes up in forks there,
Yeah.
that's where they're building that. Okay.
So okay. I got you.
So the water that comes, that's where they're building that dam. Okay. They're planning on building a new city up there. The, of course, power station will allow power to Zaitao and Lorene as well, but will also supply power for potentially a new city that will be built around the power plant as well. Small little brickings, but eventually they're saying that it'll eventually turn into a city itself. That kind of thing.
Okay, I got you.
The team heading home from the fancy restaurant after your celebration of your recent match. The night is lively, the streets bustling with people enjoying the evening. As you walk, the sounds of breaking glass and shouts disrupt the festive atmosphere. Bum, bum, bum. As you turn the corner, you see a group of local gang members vandalizing a small shop. The owner, an elderly man you recognize as Mr. Lin, pleads with them to stop, but they shove him to the ground as passerbys watch in fear, unwilling or unable to intervene.
Oh, he heard the old man. I'm after his ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was that, Amanda?
I said, "Oh, they hurt the old man. I'm after their ass."
Well, they haven't hurt him. They've hurt his property.
Well, they pushed him. That's enough.
Very good. Okay. All right. The tension escalates as another gang appears, leading to a full-blown street brawl right in front of Mr. Lin's shop. You're now witnesses to a turf war. The innocent lives at risk. What will you do?
We need to get these people out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's a way we can try to pull Mr. Lin away from them. to get out from in the middle of there.
Try to create like a little carpet of wind underneath him and like pull him towards us.
Sure, I'd like that. I'd like to see how that works. Go ahead and roll with creativity.
All right.
I would like
it's
to.
only, we're only
Oh,
going to
go
be
ahead,
a
sorry.
3. I don't know. You're right.
I'm sorry. I both of you at one time. Gracie, what were you saying?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off.
All right. So
Okay.
you said you. I think you said you rolled a 3, right, Damon?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Gracie? What were you saying?
I was going to kind of like do a wall around the gang members to keep them from hurting any civilians.
A wall of fire. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need you to go ahead and roll for that as well. Damon, as you use your air to try to gently pull Mr. Lin away from the affair, you do essentially that, but the gust actually sends Mr. Lin to the ground.
Was that with focus?
Creativity. Make creativity, because you're not doing something that's you're thinking outside the box kind of thing.
That's a 6.
Say again?
That's a 6.
All right. So Mr. Lin's shop is on fire. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not.
Just leave.
Okay, so in the blaze, as a blaze of fire begins to, as you step in to defend Mr. Lin and restore order, your actions draw attention. The gang members, surprised in your intervention, momentarily focus their aggression on you, turning the shop owner and bystanders a chance to find safety. Okay, so everyone scampers, runs away as they're all looking at you guys as like, what the, So they pull knives and they've got lead pipes. One of them has a chain. You think you see a gun?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. As you debate about the best course of action, the sound of a high-tech whining fills the air. Suddenly, a figure in a dark cloak descends from the rooftops, deploying non-lethal gadgets that disorient and cast. I need to put my glasses on. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
And incapacitates the gang members. Okay. Sometimes I start seeing letters and I'm like, okay, it looks like that. I'll just say that. And like it's completely wrong. Incapacitate the gang members. The mysterious figure known as the Vigilante quickly takes control of the situation, using advanced technology to smother the flames, okay, and scatter the gangs, sending them fleeing in fear. As the vigilante prepares to leave, they toss a small object towards you. Okay, as the climactic situation begins to unfold right in front of you, they got a little out of hand real quick. So I decided to go ahead and pull the plug on it. But
I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. It happened. It was cool. It was really cool. This is gonna be fun. All right, next session is gonna be great. It's a thumb.
Wait, am
That's
I able to like stop him and like try to like get his name or something?
He turns as it begins to disappear in the night. As you call out to him, what do you say?
I say, wait, what is your name or what do you go by?
You see you see him make some sort of motion with his hand, okay, pointing at the thumb drive he threw as you start hearing sirens. Okay. Hold on, where was I? Glasses. I hate wearing my glasses. Okay. As the thumb drive glints under the streetlights, clearly intended for you. What could be on it? Secrets, evidence, or call to action as the vigilante disappears into the night. Law enforcement arrive to assess the damage and take statements as you hear the streets filled with sirens. They begin asking questions about the fight, how the fire started, this, that, and the other. You guys sticking around?
I mean, if they're asking questions, I guess we can answer them. But otherwise, we have a flash drive to look at.
Right.
Yeah,
guys-
I'm just gonna scoot to the back.
All right. So as the law enforcement begins to scatter around the area, you guys do see that flash drive. You make mention of it. You guys go ahead and snatch that up real quick as you start seeing law enforcement and start making their way around. Okay. So they're not going to have a chance to get a hold of that thumb drive. Okay. And they speak with Mr. Lin. Okay. They're speaking with Mr. Lin and are asking for other witnesses that want to give a statement. Would anyone like to give a statement? Okay.
I don't know if we should or not. I think we need to take a look at the flash drive first.
So Mr. Lin begins talking about, how the gang came up and they started making trouble. They asked for money, but he didn't have any cash on hand to give to them, saying that he deals with credit and credit only. No cash comes in or out. He didn't know how to help them, and out of their frustrations, they started breaking things. But another gang showed up, one that he regretfully says that he's been extorted from before, and he'd been giving them protection money to protect his small business from these kinds of ordeals. And of course, then he wasn't sure. He was knocked to the ground, he says, and he doesn't know how the fire started. He says,
I feel so bad.
Hey,
Not everyone's
some of-
always going to make their target. It's okay.
I set a shop on fire.
And it got taken away really fast.
Not everybody's so lucky.
So
Right.
some of the passerbys give a statement as well about the ordeal. Okay. One of them mentions something about bending. You guys hanging around?
Oh boy. We
Yeah,
got a
I'm
flash drive to
skedaddling.
look
Yes.
I'm out. Peace.
Wait, we're out? Never mind then. We are out.
I'm out. Peace.
So
Okay.
like,
We'll just sneak down an alleyway and make our way back.
Okay. So with that, you begin making your way back to your domiciles, essentially. I imagine you guys basically have like apartments that are like are paid for you guys by the
I swear.
Damon, you're amazing.
hand on
Yeah, I'm out.
on your stove to them now, and says it's okay. Sometimes buildings burn.
This is why he's my lodestar.
It doesn't help.
Sometimes people die. Sometimes buildings burn.
These are very helpful things.
He teaches us acceptance.
Right.
And I
So-
set this man's shop on fire.
You did.
You have this poor
Totally.
19-year-old child that's like, I just burned a shop.
All right. That is fun. That is so much fun. All right, so give me 1 second. I gotta find this thing. Okay, so yeah, session that kicked off. You guys in the locker room, dynamic report and footage on, basically recap of last session, vigilante's accident, the construction site, but also frames the team's heroic actions in controlling the aftermath. And then you guys absorb the implications of your of how you guys may fit into this whole deal with and then you guys had some commentary telling about this, that, and the other, introducing you in the Grail Winds. We went to your match. You guys actually won. Post match, your team headed to a fancy restaurant for a celebration and dinner. Got a toast and so forth. You guys, of course, all helped each other out in one way or another. Old Hanzo giving inspiration and so forth during the match to help keep you guys from all suffering complete demoralization. And you guys had the vigilante that reappeared after this gang attack and so forth, throwing you guys this thumb drive. You guys gathered some information about this expansion further, with this dam being made and a bunch of people picketing it. And now we're going to be doing our close up. Now, does everyone remember how this works? Okay. We're going to your growth now. Okay. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
We won the match. I'd say that counts.
Won the match.
Kind of.
Well, I don't think you stopped a dangerous threat or solved a community problem. Not quite.
No.
Yeah.
Did you guide a character towards their balance or end the session at your center?
Yeah.
So, you guys that say yes to these can marker growth for each yes. So that should be two yeses. Okay. For you guys. Where does that put you?
I grew.
I did too.
Well, so your growth is going to I'm going to be looking into it on different things. Here's a unique playbook question for each of you. That's cool. Old Hanzo, did you get someone to invest in their own future?
I don't know. I gave advice, but it wasn't well received.
All right, Flint, did you make progress towards your next goal against your adversary?
Yes, I did.
Tenga, Did you seek support or guidance from others? That would be you, Amanda. Amanda? Amanda Hug and Kiss? Is there Amanda Hug and Kiss? I think we might have lost Amanda. All right.
Hello. Oh,
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Tanga, did you seek support or guidance from others?
I don't think I did.
All right. Ma'am or Mao,
Yes.
did you pursue a desire or goal of your own outside of protecting others?
No.
Sarlop, Andrew,
Yeah.
did you learn something meaningful about a new group or community?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So each one of you has your own advancement. Okay. Your own growth advancement. Okay. Some of it works differently than others.
Neato.
Uh, looks like all of you are, in one way or another, gaining a growth advancement. Okay. So how that's going to work, okay, is after you do so, you're going to have different options that'll pop up with your advancement. You'll be able to improve something. Okay. You're going to go down to
Okay.
buy an advancement. Okay. After you gain your advancement point, okay, then you can place your advancement point into different areas. You see that? So you guys should have all gained an advancement point now.
Yeah.
All right. Does that show up on your available advancement points? Should no longer be 0, should be a 1. Is that right, guys?
I've only checked 3 boxes of growth so far,
Okay.
so I haven't hit it yet.
My computer's
Okay.
being slow.
All right. Those of you that have gained a new advancement, is that how it appears?
Yes.
Yeah, I chose mine.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. All right. For you, Hanzo, yours actually works a little bit different. Okay.
Yeah, I can reconcile one of my 3 playbook things or something like that.
Yeah. So your wounds of the past, okay. That's where you're working on right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So you were absent when it mattered before in the past, okay? But you were present today for your teammates. Okay. Um, you had lost control of yourself previously, but today you kept your composure. Okay, even when things went crazy. So Go ahead and you should be able to from here. You've been trained, you heal yourself, but it's painfully simple. Person. Yeah. All right. So you should be able to mark out. I can't do it for you. But go ahead and mark some progress towards troubled and towards angry.
Okay.
How many times did you miss an attack today, Hanzo?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
I know you at least missed at least twice. I know you rolled a 3 at one point. And you missed again with Mr. Lin. You missed in training today, right? Remember?
Yeah.
And then you missed later on with Mr. Lin. You tried to airbend. And when I look at your on the path, whenever you roll a miss, marker growth. Yours is unique. So those are 2 misses. I mean, that's 2 growth. I mean, you're on your way for advancement, bro. You actually gain growth by not doing well. It's crazy.
Yeah, man's like, I should miss more often.
So, check and see
Do
if
we
you
ever-
can reconcile one wound at the end of the session. You can only reconcile one wound per session. Each time you reconcile a wound in one manner, cross it off manner.
Did we figure out what was on the thumb drive?
Say again?
You guys still there?
Okay, that's a great question. Okay, so that is something. Let's say you guys take that home. Okay, we'll say that you guys own a computer. Okay, or at least have one that's available to you. You guys go ahead and plug that into the computer and find out that the files are encrypted. So you're going to have to deal with that in order to access the files.
Anybody tech savvy?
But the reason why we are here doing our growth for this evening is because we are winding down. We are ending the session. Okay. I do hope you guys all had a good time. Unless you guys would like to try to continue, I don't really have anything prepared for you beyond this point. It's kind of what I had ready for you. Okay.
I'm good.
I'm
I
good.
It
think
is
it's
getting a little bit late. I do try to do about a 3 to 4 hour session. Okay. Got a little bit of a late start tonight. Still got about 3 hours. Okay, give or take. I hope that you guys did have a good time.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
had a wonderful time.
it was funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people die.
Sometimes people die. I'll tell you what, next
Dumpster's
week
building
I'm
burn.
going to try to a little bit further for you guys. Looks like we have been going for about 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to try to, you guys feel up to doing a 4-hour session next time?
I'm down.
I don't see why not.
I'm down.
Okay. Well, then next time I'll prepare a little bit more for you guys. Okay. In order to try to get you guys all the way to the 4-hour mark. You guys will have, of course, another combat with your, hold on, I believe their name is the Ember Fangs. Okay, a renowned pro-bending team known for their aggressive style and fiery spirit. They hail from a city known for its rigorous bending academies. So,
It's definitely not nerve wracking.
all right.
Mine's being goofy.
I'm not sure that's right. Let me get my glasses. I think I may have misread that. No, cabinets. Yeah. All right. All right. But okay. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. Once again, for the table and the tavern, be kind to each other because we're all in this together. And say goodnight.